Hey, what's going on everybody? This is Matt from the Hair Transplant channel, right here where it's all about stopping our hair loss, getting our hair back and hair transplant itself. The topic of today's video is gonna be Brian Urlacher. And why is he important for us here? Because he has done a hair transplant. You can see it here, before, here, after. Looks great, right? Brian Urlacher, big football star, NFL star in the United States. But anyways, was his hair transplant, was it necessary? You know, that's what I'm asking, because look at this guy. This guy is like 6'4", 193 centimeter, like 100 something kilograms, like I don't know, 250 pounds, I don't know. So he's massive, he's like, he has deep voice, you know. Look at his neck, okay? This is just huge, it's a massive neck. I bet he's like working out his neck. So this is the first thing if you wanna rock your bald head, like get a thick neck. This is great and it looks amazing here. So starting with the neck, let's move on to his defined jawline, the angular jawline. You know, it looks pretty angular, pretty defined to me, looks nice. He has symmetrical head shape. We can see his eyebrows are pretty straight, which is another great sign. What about the brow ridge? The brow ridge is the bone which is underneath your eyebrows, okay? You can see it on the picture here. This is the elevated brow ridge that I'm talking about. This is the bone which kind of comes out of your forehead, all right? And we can see this nice sharp definition here, and that kind of creates this sharp warrior-like definition. And again, the straight sharp nose, great features, you know, makes you look great, makes you look really like an alpha male, guys. Okay, really makes me want to ask the question, did this guy actually need a hair transplant? For me personally, he'll look better with the shaved head, but this is the same that he could tell me, like, Matt, you looked better with a bald head. So I don't judge his decision, it's just my opinion. He looked better with a shaved head. Please comment now, what do you think? Was his bald look better? Did it suit him better as the hair look, you know, with hair, with full head of hair, or was it the bald look? Judge it in the comments below. I'm really curious about how you see this situation right here, guys. Okay, so let's interact a little bit. Now, since this is a hair transplant channel, I would really like to touch on to his hair after his hair transplant. So here are some pictures of his hair after hair transplant. He's, by the way, 40 years old. He got his hair transplant around 38, whatever, so late 30s. By the way, he was a Norwood free. We can see that the recession here, and he also was receding on his vertex. Okay, we can see it here. This is after hair transplant, but it doesn't matter. We can see slight recession here. So I think there was slight recession on the vertex. But anyways, he was like Norwood free. So I think that the hairline was just set very nicely for like 40-year-old man. Very cool. I think it's nice. There are it looks very natural. You can watch some videos of him on YouTube after hair transplant where he was really just playing with his hair, whatever, getting a haircut. So just messing up my hair right now. Where he was just playing with his hair, and a really nicely framed hairline, a lot of single grafts in the frontal hairline, looking natural anyways. But what we can see here, I don't know how many grafts it was. Please, if you find it out on the internet somewhere, I didn't have so much time, just post in the comments below how many grafts it was. Would interest me as well, personally. But I think it was somewhere around 2,000-3,000 grafts, something around 3,000 probably. Not sure about it though. This area was the transplanted area. You can see it's a little bit thicker, you know, this was probably the area that was transplanted, more or less, okay? And now we can see here some thinning areas. I don't know if you can see it, but this is probably also because of light, okay? But we can see that this is a little bit thinner. Don't you see it? Don't you think that it's a little bit thinner? That's what normally happens after hair transplant, that if you get your front transplanted in a pretty dense way, as in my case, it can happen that the top of your head may start receding. It may be because of some sudden shock loss around your newly transplanted hair. That's why it may start recede, or it may just keep on receding further and may keep thinning, or may look like diffuse hair loss while your front is still thick, and that may create this appearance of your top being a little bit thinner or looking a little bit thinner, while your transplanted front is very thick. Okay, so this is what I believe also happens in his case. And now let's take a look at his frontal hairline, and this is just amazing. I think it's amazing in my humble opinion, guys. Let me know what you think about the frontal hairline. We can see a lot of single grafts. We can see the hairline is not like really just straight, you know. It's not like just straight. It doesn't consist of a lot of single grafts densely packed. They're not densely packed. They are packed next to each other, but not in a dense way, in a very like little chaotic way, which makes it look natural at the end, in my opinion, again. So you can find a lot of other pictures of him, but again, this looks very nice. This again shows how great his skull looks, okay? How great potential for a bald look this skull is, okay? His skull, it just looks great. Look at this thick neck and everything, it just looks great. So I think in his case, bald look suited him better, but let me know in the comments what you think again. So nevertheless, this was a great hair transplant again. It would be very advisable in his case to go on hair loss prevention, because what can happen, he's 40, over the course of the next 10-20 years can happen that this can be also the area where hair can keep on thinning during the next year. So if you are a similar case, you just got your hair transplanted on the frontal hairline, you were like Norwood 2, Norwood 3, it's very wise and good decision to go on hair loss prevention of any kind: PRP, laser helmet, finasteride, minoxidil, DHT blocker, Nizoral, whatever, right? There are some options that we have. Go on it, because you never know how fast the hair loss may progress from your first hair transplant. So this is my advice to you guys. At the end, again, great result after the hair transplant. Looks very well balanced look, and I think the native hair and the transplanted hair blend very well after his hair transplant. I would just like to hear and read your take on it, so make sure you post in the comments below what you think. Did he look better before or after, and what you think about his current hair transplant, how natural it looks from 1 to 10. So if you haven't subscribed to my newsletter, to my email list, where you can also download a free ebook of 5 things I wish I'd known before my hair transplant, make sure you do it now. You can do it here. Other than that, man, thanks for watching. Like, comment and subscribe to this awesome channel. Anyways, thank you so much for watching from the bottom of my heart, and we will see each other in the next video.